Okay, I think this is part 14, so continuing on. Before I move any further, I'll show a few updates in the previous sections that have already been covered. So let's do these few updates here first. All right, finally getting around to adding in Addams Family Values here, a sequel here. I don't remember if I've ever seen this one, so I'm looking forward to checking this out, because yeah, I don't think I've to this day have seen that movie, that sequel. And then I have seen one of these. I just don't know if it's part 1 or 2, because my kids love all this stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking this out as well. It looks to be a lot of fun. So Addams Family double feature edition here. So yeah, check that out. So more of the Addams Family stuff there. All right, nothing in numbers. That's it for A's. Moving on to the B's. Arrow, gotta love Arrow. So basket case now making its way onto 4K, so that's cool. Just one of those movies. I just have to go. I just keep going after, because it's a long-time favorite. So basket case, awesome stuff. And then last update in this video here, before we can move any further into the C's there, is Brooklyn 45, one of those Shudder originals. This one's been getting a lot of good buzz lately, so I'm excited to get around to checking this out. Hopefully I can watch this tonight. I think that's great news that Shudder is going to be a part of going to be a partner label and over at Vinegar Syndrome, so that's going to be exciting to see what all titles pop up from here on out. So awesome. So yeah, Brooklyn 45. Okay, that's it as far as updates go in the previous sections. So I last left off on Christine. Gotta love Christine, one of the greatest movies ever. So awesome. So I'm gonna put that right over here just to make things easier. Okay, all right. The goal is to finish this, the rest of this row, and then start on the next row. So yeah. All right, some Christmas horror here. Christmas Bloody Christmas. Gotta love the idea of a robotic killer Santa Claus. Just has that class of 1999 vibes for sure, except on a much lower budget. But yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. All right, moving along. Getting into some Christmas Carol movies added into my horror collection now. This one's from the 1938, so 1938 version here. I've got A Christmas Carol. This is the 1951. Apparently it's the best of the bunch from what I've read from most who seem to think that. Some 1951. It's a good one. Watched that one for the first time recently, a couple weeks ago, and I dug it. The 80s version, I think 88 or 87, something like that, late 80s, A Christmas Carol. Good stuff. Creepy ghosts in that one. All right, moving along. Christmas Cruelty, some gory stuff here. Christmas Evil, gotta have Christmas Evil. Great bonkers movie there. A Christmas Horror Story. This is one that I was on the fence about for the longest time, and yeah, I dug it. It's not bad. Christmas Sleigh, indie slasher. I have yet to get around to watching this. I don't think I've seen this one yet. If I have, it's been a while. I've had that one in the collection for quite some time. Circus of the Dead. Got Chubbies. More Halloween themed horror. So yeah, Chubbies. One of my all-time favorites, Chud. I love Chud so much. I want a new Chud movie. We're due for another one. I want a new Chud movie, and I want it all practical effects and just more Chud action. As much of a cult hit that this movie is, I'm amazed. I'm honestly amazed we don't have more Chud movies. I want more Chud. I want more Chud. That movie deserves an actual real sequel. But here we go, quote unquote, Chud 2. There's some things I like about this movie, but it's not the kind of sequel I wanted. All right, Chupa, short for Chupacabra. This is a fun little creature movie too. I dug this one. I think I got this off of Makeflix. The Church, beautiful edition. Way to go, Severin. You're awesome. Stay classy. All right, double feature of Church of the Damned and Bad Magic. Pretty cool little double feature of these indie little horrors here. Gotta have it. Cool stuff. I was disappointed in this one. I was just interested in seeing Tom Cruise in a thriller. The whole paranoia kind of thriller movie. The Circle could have been much, much better. I think this is actually PG-13. I wanted so much more from this. I like the idea of it, though. I really do. Yeah, it having Tom Hanks in it and him being in a thriller, which doesn't happen really that often, it intrigued me. So it was a blind buy. One that I will admit that I should have rented that first. Yeah, that's that. We don't always win when we do the blind buys. But anyway, The Circle. A double feature of Circus of Fear and 5 Golden Dragons from Blue Underground. Circus of Horrors. Been a while since I've watched this one, but I do remember digging it. I like all the circus themed, freak show type themed horror movies. I can't ever say this right. This one was a good one too. Citadel, if I'm saying that right. Yeah, good one. Cool, spooky, mean kids that are attack you in this high-rise sort of apartment complex building or whatever. City of the Dead. Is this DCI release? I've had that movie quite a few formats. Dream Demons. Excuse me, City of the Dream Demons, a Johnny Dickey film. I think I have a few of his this guy's movies. All indie filmmaker dude. And then it's just gonna start getting complicated. I'll be glad when I get this one wall done, because then when I get to this wall, I won't have this inconvenient little bit of a problem here. Anyway, City of the Vampires, cool movie. I remember when this Blu-ray finally hit. I think this is from SRS Cinema. Yeah, it used to be pretty obscure and hard to get your hands on that movie. So, but yeah, I think this is like his first horror film. The dude that runs SRS Cinema, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is maybe his first movie. I don't remember. It's cool though. I like City of the Vampires. It's a cool indie vampire flick. Clash of the Titans, the original, good stuff. That's the movie I grew up on, and absolutely adore this movie. Good stuff. And then these are fun. I like these newer Clash of the Titans movies that came out several years ago now. Probably 2010 or something like that. It's been cool. It's just dumb fun popcorn monster movies. And then Wrath of the Titans, just as fun. I dug that as well. These movies kind of took me a while to sort of eventually add into my collection. I was just never in a rush to get them, like I was for the original Clash of the Titans. Class of 1984. This is a fun one. Another one you gotta have. Class of 1999. I freaking love this movie. One that I watched a lot growing up. Yeah, I just love it. It's good stuff. I love the stop motion effect with the cyborg scenes and stuff. I love Class of 1999. It's good stuff. Another one I love and I just always have to have, and that's Class of Nuke 'Em High. I hope eventually this would get like a much nicer collector's edition, because it's just an all-time cult classic for sure. But yeah, Class of Nuke 'Em High, all of these are fun. Class of Nuke 'Em High Part 2, I love Part 2. Part 2 is just so bonkers, and I just love the overall vibe of Part 2. It just makes me laugh in a good way. Part 3 is a lot of fun as well. Yeah, I'm a big fan of classic Nuke High movies. And the new movies are great too. I remember getting super pumped when they're bringing more sequels back out, and it just felt like we were having to wait forever for these movies to get released. But yeah, good stuff. I think there was supposed to be another one after this continuation here, but I thought there was going to be a third one as far as new ones go, but I guess not. But yeah, return to Class of Nukem High. Yeah, Volume 2. Yeah, good stuff. Practical effects, good gooey monster stuff. Claw, indie, another indie slasher, and then a sequel, Claw 2, which I was not expecting this to get a sequel, so that was definitely out of left field for sure. Clay Zombies. This was a lot of fun. I dug this one too. Another low budget horror flick. The Cleaning Lady. I dug this one as well. That's a cool slasher. I'm actually going to put that right there to make it easier on me. Climate of the Hunter. I have not seen this yet, but I was told I need to because it's actually really, really good. So yeah, I need to check that out at some point. Let's get these down. Okay. And then I am going to start taking, well, okay. Climax. I know I have yet to see this. I've had this for a minute. I still have not seen that latest one from, what's his name? Casper Knoll. Yeah. He's hit or miss for me. But I've heard good things about that one. I just have yet to get around to watching that yet. A Clockwork Orange. Love this movie. I remember discovering this when I was back in the high school days. Good stuff. Okay, so I'm going to start taking movies out the best I can. Oh, come on. This is going to fight me. Close Calls. I'm just going to fly through this, guys, because this is the part where it starts getting annoying. Closed Circuit. The Clovich Killer. I dug this one. This one was pretty good. Okay, and then if I can take more of these out. Oh, Cloverfield. It took me kind of took me a long minute to fully appreciate this movie, but I dug it. I do like the my favorite about Cloverfield is the smaller bug-like monsters that fall off the main monster. Those scenes right there did it for me. That's what made me really enjoy this movie. So where can I put this? Okay, I'll just put that right there. All right. Okay. 4 more to go on this row. Oh, I can't. Okay, the sequel, the Cloverfield Paradox. I think this is part 3, something like that. I have the other one, but I have it as 10 Cloverfield Lane, and that's in the numbers section, so I've already shown that one. I need to have it. I need to move it back in with the Cloverfield section. And now we're getting into the clown section here. Okay, my apologies, guys. This is such a pain in the ass. That's why I'm not in a hurry to do this series of videos. Okay, let's bring it down to the floor here. Okay, we got Clown. Love Clown. One of my favorites as far as newer. I say newer horrors, but this has got some years on it too now. Love Clown, and this one is another indie. Clown. Lighting sucks. Here we go. Clown Chainsaw Massacre. And Clue. That's one I had just recently got in my previous horror movie collection update. So Clue, finally getting around to adding this into the horror library. So why not? It's a murder mystery, comedy, but it's murder mystery. So okay, so put that right there. So that is that row. Let's go to the next row because it's only been 15 minutes, and it feels like an hour to me because that is such a pain in the ass to get those movies out at the end there. But anyway, enough of my bitching. So okay, starting on a new row. So that's awesome. Okay, Cobra. Got Cobra in here. It's action, but it's like thriller action. And I just love the crazy psychotic killer played by his character's called the Night Ripper, and he's played by like Brian Thompson, right? Let's see. I don't see his name listed here. Played by that one. He's been in several movies. I liked him in Fright Night Part 2. As the vampire that would eat all these bugs, or he was like a vampire's assistant, I guess. I don't know if he actually was a vampire in Fright Night 2. It's been a while since I've watched the sequel, but I think it's Brian Thompson. Anyway, he plays this killer called the Night Ripper, and ever since then, ever since I had seen him play Night Ripper, I'd always wished that Night Ripper would have its own movie, would be its own, like he'd have his own slasher movie. Because he is so freaking scary in Cobra. But anyway, that's Cobra. Good stuff. Then we have Cobweb, which I'm a fan of this movie. This is absolutely thrilled that I blind bought this movie. This was good. Cobweb. No, I have no door in my movie library because the doors swing. Like this custom shelving I did, it's sort of, if the door opens, it's going to bump into it, so I took the door off. Anyway, I'm getting off on it. I'm derailing this. Anyway, moving on. Cocaine Bear. It was fun. I wanted more from it though, but the gore that we got from it was a lot of fun. So I had some laughs with this one. It's just, I think this is one that just got just because of the title. It's called Cocaine Bear, so I think that's why that got such a buzz. I don't understand the amount of buzz that movie got. Well, I say that even though I just answered why it did. It's probably because of the title alone. But Cocaine Cowboys, excellent documentary, crazy stuff. Cockneys versus Zombies, hilarious. I like that one. Coherence, another good one, good thriller. Cold Eyes of Fear, love this edition, and great movie. Yeah, another movie I've gone after multiple times. Cold Heaven, I don't remember this one, but I have seen it. It's been a minute. Cold Light of Day, and it goes by something else. I don't remember. Does it? I don't remember. But continuing on, let's keep moving. Cold Moon. I've yet to watch that one. Cold Skin. I dug this one. It's pretty good. It's definitely H.P. Lovecraft. Strong H.P. Lovecraft vibes in that one, if I remember correctly. It might be based off of H.P. Lovecraft story. Don't quote me on that. The Collector, not to be confused with the more modern Collector movies. This one's from the 40s, if I remember correctly. It's an old one. No, I'm way off. 1965. I just knew it definitely had some decades on it. Yeah, from 1965, The Collector. Good stuff. I love this movie. Always been a fan from right from the get-go, and I'm one of those that definitely would not have mind if it continued on. I think there was supposed to be a part 3, but unfortunately it just didn't happen, or it hasn't happened yet. But I thought they were planning on a part 3. But yeah, The Collector, love The Collector. I think the killer and just how he goes about doing things is very unique, and his look is very unique. Scary looking mask, as simple as it is. And I love the fact that he's what's those guys who are into studying bugs, anthropology or something like that? Well, this killer, he's into bugs and studying bugs, and it's just interesting. I think it's a unique a very unique and, dare I say, iconic horror movie villain. It's a shame that we only have one sequel to that, and that's The Collection, which I really dug this. Gets pretty gruesome, some cool kills, and it surprised me who played the first Collector. It's, what's his name? This actor that would, I only know him from one of the Crocodile Dundee movies. I forget what's his name, but it just seems so random to pick him to play the killer. It's interesting, but he did a great job. I thought he did a great job. Anyway, Collingswood, what is this? The Collingswood Story. I've heard great things, but I have not watched this yet. I think I got this from, Cauldron. I don't think I've watched that yet. This looks to be perfect for like around Halloween time, so I need to make note of that. The Colony, I thought this one was not bad at all. I like The Colony. Do they get cannibalistic in this one? Or I think it deals with like mutants in this one, if I remember correctly. Sci-fi horror, a little sluggish, but yeah, I didn't mind that one. Color Me Blood Ride, gotta have that more. Herschel Gordon Lewis on the shelf for sure. Classic splatter. Color Out of Space, I really love this movie. Some more H.P. Lovecraft goodness for sure. And it might be my favorite H.P. Lovecraft story, really, is The Color Out of Space. Being totally biased because I've always been a fan of the Curse movie, so I just think it's just a fascinating horror story for sure. So yeah, anything to do with like comets and hitting Earth and terrible things happening from it. Colossus, the Forbidden Project. This was a good one too, or another early one. I think this is 1970. The Colossus of New York, another fun one that you gotta have. Olive Release. Coma, it's really nice addition for this one. Glad to have that one. And then if I can get off my knees, ooh, it's gonna get tough the lower I get here. Okay, left off on Coma. Combat Shock, pretty rough stuff, very depressing. Not one that I revisit that often for sure. This one was another one that's very depressing. Come and See. This was a first time watch for me. Is this particular, Criterion edition here. Very nice Blu-ray edition from Criterion. Very rough, sad movie to watch for sure. Depressing. The Comeback, one of my favorites from Pete Walker. Love Pete Walker. I'd say I like pretty much all his movies. I think I've watched all his movies now. But yeah, The Comeback, one of my favorites from him. I think my number one favorite, because it was the first Pete Walker movie I'd watched, is probably always going to be Schizo. I absolutely love Schizo. That's probably always going to be my number one from Pete Walker. I believe he did Schizo. Yeah. The Comedy of Terrors. I've seen this one, but I don't remember all the stories. But yep, great addition. Another Kino Lorber Classics. Come and Play remake from. It's okay. It just doesn't hold a candle to Who Can Kill a Child. That movie is amazing. But yeah, here's the remake to it. Yeah, Come and Play. Come Play. I don't remember this one. I have seen it. I don't remember it. I need to watch that again. This one was pretty cool. Come to Daddy. This was good. I remember renting that one first because I just wasn't sure. And then I was like, after I watched it, I was like, yeah, I'm going to need a physical copy of that one. Come True. I have not watched that yet. The Comic. I have not watched that yet. Come Home in the Dark. Heard a lot of good things from this new thriller here. I say new, but one that I need to check out because I've heard nothing but good things about that one. Communion, one of the weirdest movies in my collection for sure. Communion definitely has some nightmare fueling scenes in this movie. One of the most bizarre alien themed movies you could have is Communion. I remember jumping for joy when this got finally onto Blu-ray, because the DVD was definitely long out of print, and it's just one that I just never got around to getting. So yeah, I remember being extremely excited to finally grab this. And then I love this, one of my all-time favorite werewolf movies, and that is The Company of Wolves. Good stuff. And then what do I want to stop on? I'm getting tired here. Compliance. This one was a pretty good kidnap themed thriller, if I remember correctly. This is an indie horror movie box set, Concept Media Films collection, 10-year anniversary collection of, oh please, there's nothing on okay, I think what's on this? I don't remember what all is on this. It's just a bunch of indie horrors. You guys see that? Okay. All right, so that's that disc. It's the second disc. Where did I get this set from? I don't even remember. I don't remember. And here's the third and last disc in this set. Okay, so that's the box set. I think, what can I'm gonna go a little longer here. So that's that. Condemned. This had some gross moments for sure. I dug it. It was all right. I'll just say all right. Congo, another one I've watched multiple times growing up. Congo, gotta have Congo somewhere in your collection, I guess. The Conjuring, I'm a fan. I like these movies, and I don't know why I keep doing that, but yeah, I like the especially the first one. Oh yeah, that's what it does. It claps. I was like, what does this do? Yeah, The Conjuring, good stuff. Sorry, I'm pretty sure that pretty much messed with your eyes, didn't it? The Conjuring 2, I like this one as well. This one was a lot of fun as well. I like the spooky stuff, and I don't know. I think out of all the subgenres in horror, nothing really gets to me. It's only like these ghost haunting themed horrors that can really creep me out if in the right kind of setting, you know. Weather has to be a certain kind of weather, and definitely at night. Anyway, The Conjuring 3, I don't remember that one. I don't. I've seen it. I've seen them all. Conquest. This movie is awesome. This was a first time watch for me. I never had this on DVD. I forget who released it on DVD back in the day. I want to say Blue Underground or like Shriek Show or something. I don't remember. But Conquest was cool. I'm glad I jumped on that. There's some cool monsters and a lot of fog, and I admire that cover art right there. I love the artist. I think he's a German artist. I always forget his name. But yeah, Conquest, Fulci's Conquest. And I think that's an easy one to stop on. So I'm going to stop on Conquest. Stop on an awesome one. So, all right, I think this is part 14. So moving along with the C's. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you dug it. And later.